right, so we're going to look at writing equations and given a table and a set of points. So before we had an equation based on a graph. So now we're looking at tables and points. So when you have this, you could graph this and find the slope between each one of them and then find the y-intercept and so forth and so on. But notice that this one goes all the way down to negative 27. So that one does, negative 23, negative 17. That's going to make your graph really, really, really large. So what you can do is there's a way on your calculator to be able to put these in, x's and y's, and find the equation of that line. So if you'll go to your calculator and in the calculate part, scratch pad, we are going to, here's your keystrokes, menu 613. Menu 613. So from calculate, you're going to hit menu, and 6 says statistics, so statistics, and then it's a calculation, 1, and then the 3, you can see y equals mx plus b. That's what we want, so that's the 3. So then it asks for the x list. So when you do this, you're going to have to hit control and then the close parentheses button. That's going to give you what is called a braces or a brace. And it actually gives you both sets of them, actually. So control, close parentheses, and it gives me the braces there. Then I'm going to put in my x value. So negative 2, and you have to hit the comma. Comma is all the way down here below the pi. So negative 2, comma, 4, comma, 7, comma, 9. So that was all of the x's. So this is going to be, that's all my x list. Then I'm going to go down to y2, control, close parentheses. It has to be in the brace. Negative 5, comma, negative 17, comma, negative 23, comma, negative 27. I would clear this one. That's not necessarily like a must do, but it is something that will kind of sort of help you out a little bit future. So I would clear that out. Make sure you leave the frequency list, leave that alone, and then go down to OK, and up it pops. So notice that M is negative 2 and B is negative 9. So I'm going to come over here and write that. M is negative 2, B is negative 9. My slope-intercept form, mx plus b, I replace M with negative 2, and I replace b with negative 9. So y equals negative 2x plus negative 9, or remember we kind of talked about this, y equals negative 2x minus 9. Both of those are acceptable. So this would be your answer. Either one of those would be okay. So that's simply what it is. Now, a lot of this is remembering control, close parentheses. That's kind of a big deal. Remembering M and B and plugging that in. Let's look at example 2 here. So these are 2 points. So this one looks a little bit different because remember in an ordered pair we have x, comma, y. So this is my x and that's my other x. This is my y and that's my other y. So when I go to plug that in, straight from this calculate, I hit menu 6, 1, 3. If I'm going to find the equation of a line, control, close parentheses, my x values, negative 4 and 8. So negative 4, comma, 8. Now I'm going to go down to my y list, control, close parentheses. I have 4, comma, 7. So that's where it gets a little bit scary. Don't put this all in x and this all in y. Those don't go together. All right? So go down here and clear this equation. And then go down to OK. And it tells you that M is 0.25 and B is 5. So M is 0.25 and B is a 5. So at this point, really you don't want to write your M as a decimal. You want to write it more as a fraction. So you kind of need to be able to put this into a fraction. So this becomes 1 over 4. Now you'll have more than likely have multiple choice and be able to kind of sort of put those in, put your answers in to see which one matches up to 0.25. So y equals 1/4 x plus 5. I would accept y equals 0.25 x plus 5. That's okay as well. So that's it for writing equations with a table and points. Make sure that you are, plugging those into your calculator correctly. We'll go over this a little bit as a small group, but this is kind of sort of getting a head start, getting you some more practice.